All right, 8 o'clock in the morning. I am about to go all the way to the far side where those trees are, all the way to the end. However, I would be remiss if I didn't cast in this area as I'm walking to see if I can't get anything. 15-minute challenge is on. Would be remiss if I didn't try to get something. Oh. Cast out, you know what I have on? I have on a watermelon red Zoom Super Fluke, weightless, rigged up Texas. I tied on a drop shot last night. I'm gonna try to fish a drop shot. I've never fished a drop shot before, so today is the day I try it. I've been saying for months that I want to try it. I've been seeing and hearing people in videos say that they do drop shot and it works and blah 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 blah. So I'm gonna fish a drop shot. Just got some tugs, but bluegill. Didn't pick it up. Run with it. No tension on it. Bluegill. Ah, damn it. Yeah, that had to be a bluegill. Definitely had to have been a bluegill. Very nice cast. You know why I can cast this far? Because it is only 8-pound line at best. Damn, the line's almost all gone because we had to cut so much off because my girlfriend kept getting tangled up. But there's still enough line on here to do what needs to be done because that was a pretty far cast. Alright, this is going to be my last cast standing in this spot. I am going to move along. I know you guys see a lot of jumping water activity out there, but a lot of it is plecos. Like if you look inside of the shade line, you can see so much water activity, but they're plecos. And if you don't know, pleco is those algae eaters, those armored catfish as some people call them. I'm fishing this really slowly because apparently the big ones live on the bottom. So I have a weightless Texas rig Zoom Super Fluke watermelon red tied on to an 8-pound test. I have my drag set to a little bit of give for the hook set. I missed a fish yesterday that I shouldn't have missed. I should have had my drag turned on so he could have taken that line when he thrashed. He fell off 1 foot away from the bank. was very disheartening. So now I'm going to practice fishing with a proper drag set and not just have my line super, super tight. All right, I said that was my last cast in this spot, so time to move it along. Oh, perfecto. Let that sink. Get down to that bottom. Pull it across, pull it in front of any big fish that might be down there hanging out, because that's where I caught that last big fish out of here. Damn it, I did not grab a bottle of water like I said I was going to. Did not drink any water. I didn't grab any water. I stayed in bed for 21 minutes, and I got up, peed, fed the animals, and left. Excuse me. I definitely should have drank some water. All right. Haven't gotten a bite yet. Thought I would have gotten a bite. How slow I'm retrieving this. Definitely thought I would have pulled this across a fish already. But I am a little further out from the bank. Oh, son of a gun. I had one on, or maybe I was I was on top of some grass. But I definitely saw the line tightening as I was starting to reel in some slack. All right. Shit, that was another one. All right, I need to let them take it. Let them take it, and then, that wasn't big, it was small. Let them take it. They're not taking it good. He didn't get hooked up, he didn't get poked, so he might come back if I could get it back in that area. Oh, absolutely. Furthest I could have went without getting in the trees. No, I haven't picked up a drop shot yet because, of course, I've never used it. So maybe I'm procrastinating. I'm just still fishing with what I know, which is the weightless Texas rig. All right, about to get out of here. What the fuck? Something had it again, but that's the third bite. That one was definitely picked up because it was moving out, away from the bank. I didn't feel the drag when I tried to hook set it, but yet it just pulled out of its mouth. All right, that's 3 bites on this corner. I'm gonna say that was 3 bites because I feel a slight tension and the line moving. Unless it was a fucking bluegill that picked up the tail. That does happen sometimes. I need to probably set it to the left, because maybe I'm pulling it out of their mouth. Nah, they ain't got the hook in their mouth yet. 3 of them picked it up, but didn't have the hook in their mouth. All right, after this cast, time for me to move it along to the area where I'm gonna actually be fishing this morning. I usually fish this top left corner, but I'm gonna go all the way down to the bottom under the trees this morning. Not sure how much time has passed yet. Let me see. It said 15-minute challenge. It is now 12 minutes, 13 minutes. So I just spent the entire 15 minutes trying to get a fish up here. So I might as well stay up here for the next 2 minutes and try to get a fish. So that I don't use 2 minutes to walk to my destination. Adjust my camera slightly. See this drag? There's a stone rock right there. I forgot I fished each of these casts super slowly as well. That's also why my time went by so fast. Took me like 2 minutes to pull in each cast. Have I caught bass on this pole? Twice. This is an 8-pound test my girlfriend bought for bluegill fishing. I've caught a 2.4 pounder on this, and then I've caught something that was smaller, wasn't a pound. Got a finesse. Jigging and finessing. All right, I think that's the end of my 15 minutes, my first 15 minutes on the water. No fish. I feel like, okay. Probably wasn't a bite. It was probably just the grass and stuff towards the edge. Because I just felt that same sensation, but I could actually see what was going on in the water. Your Bama line had me with a pound at 445 pounds of the loud pack, grams of the loud pack. Break it down, bust it down, put it in sandwich bags. It's early morning. I went to sleep after midnight, almost 1 o'clock. Got up at 6:35, got out the bed at 6:26, peed, and I'm out here. Oh, I just felt a tug. Okay, there we go. Leave it right there. Oh. Okay, practice the, yep. Go ahead and loosen up that drag, then practice the drag. That's not a bad fish, maybe a pound. Same area where I believe I kept getting all those bites. 17 minutes, 2 minutes over. That means I caught him on the tiny pole. This pole is probably only about 5 feet, maybe not even 5 feet, 5 feet. Oh, my book bag in the water. Oh, that's crazy. Now I gotta put a wet book bag on my back. Why couldn't it have been the front side? Oh, the fish. Oh, he's barely hooked. Look at that hook set. Oh, he's not damaged at all. That is where you want them to get hooked. Fish, mink, dog. Fish say, hell no, get the fuck on. All right, let's see. Got the scale, zeroed out. Kilograms, put it to pounds. I am tired. Didn't drink any water, didn't eat any breakfast. Just, can you see that? 1.12 pounds. I mean 1.22 pounds. Let's get a release on him. Need to sit down and start chopping up my videos to make reels and other type videos. Get a release video. I have enough content and video of me releasing fish. All right, there you go, sir. Look at his eyes. Great looking fish. Those little long. Do I want to get a measure on him? Nah, had him out of the water for already a decent amount of time. There you go. And he swam this way towards the cover and down. All right. Something just moved off of that point right here, where these stones are. Saw me coming and moved off the point. This is my last cast until I get to the end. I just caught a fish, was walking towards where I said I'm gonna fish today. And then I saw something move off the shore. So I cast it out. All right, no more casting until I get to where I'm going. My bag just fell into the water and I have it on my back. So my back is getting wet. My back is getting wet, but I'm gonna get wet anyways when I start sweating in an hour and a half. So it's whatever. Let's go ahead and just make our way down to the desired destination for my fishing pleasures today. I said no more casting, so I am not casting anymore until I get to the end. Oops. Go ahead and walk up top, get away from the slope at the bottom as much as I can. All those tree knees are tripping me up. Oh, I'm getting my steps in right now. I need to watch that other video and see how aggressive my hook set was. I feel like I don't hook set that hard. Like I barely hook set. I need to work on that. I need to practice hook setting better. All right, here's where we're gonna be fishing today for real. What is that out there in the water? What is that? Oh, plastic bottle. There we go. Come. 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 Take my boat bag off because it's heavy. Last time I was here, I broke this down and cleared away a better casting area for me. Start to my right. Video on? Yes. Let me triple check. All right, video is on. Let's catch some fish. Last time I was here, a few days ago, I missed 6 fish in a row in this spot. All 6 fish that I hooked up on got off. Probably not gonna stay here for that long. I did not drink any water, nor did I bring any water with me. Ah, damn, I just got picked up. That bitch was moving with the bait. Probably just picked the tail up because that was a hook set. Probably just picked the tail up because that was most definitely a hook set. All right, that was my first cast. Should have probably waited a second. It's hard to tell. Sometimes you wait and you miss them. Sometimes you don't wait and you miss them. One thing's for certain, you're gonna miss fish. But that was definitely a pickup. Wasn't a hard thump, but it was definitely a pickup. All right, if it's dragging on the bottom, they pick it up. Wait for them to inhale it better. I have on my Margellas today. They're super, super old. So I'm just out here, they're dusty. I'm talking about ripped up. So felt like I'll come fishing in them. Breathe. Retrieve that slowly. Patience. Patience. Have patience. Slow retrieve. Dragging this guy on the bottom so he can get picked up by something potentially big. It's my second cast down here. First cast, I most certainly had a bizite. Ooh, I'm starting to get sweaty already. Sweaty already. I have retrieved this very slowly the entire way, giving slight tugs and slow retrieve, trying to keep it dragged at the bottom. Okay, that was not a fish, that was something on the bottom. It's probably what it was the first time then. Something on the bottom. Something on the bottom. Close the bail by hand. Close the bail by hand. Wasn't a fish. Okay, wasn't a fish. I'm getting better, trying to learn to feel at the bottom. See if it's a fish or if it's just some roots I'm pulling across that's slightly holding me up. Much closer to the bank this one was. Now let's pull that in right on the bank's edge. No talking right now. I need the concentration. All right, let's try the drop shot. I rigged it up, said I'm fishing with it today. Let's try it. Don't have much expectations, but I'm going to try it now. Drop shot, drop shot. Oh, I got you hooked on this thing. Didn't realize that I did. I'm gonna need to cut you off. Oh, never mind, there it goes. I am thirsty. I made a silly mistake. Didn't drink any water. Nor did I bring any water. Silly mistake, yeah? Gonna use the same fluke that I was just using on the Texas rig. But I'm gonna put this one out further away from the bank. All right, boom, boom, boom. All right, there we go. Drop shot. First time attempting the drop shot. Cast it out to my left. That was a good cast, probably because it has a teardrop weight on it. Watched a couple videos last night before I went to bed on this drop shot. Move it across slowly. I think I feel the sand on the bottom. Now we are at an angle as well, so it's also closer to the ground because of the angle. I have the fluke about 15 inches up from the drop shot weight. And since we're at an extreme angle, that's probably only about 12 inches from the ground. So I got it about a foot off the ground. That is not a fish. I repeat, that is not a fish. I thought it was. Let that sink. Second cast ever on a drop shot. Cast that a bit out deep, so that way the drop shot weight can drop it to the bottom. Hopefully there's a big fish out there that wants to get on it at the bottom in the deep. Just pulled it over something on the bottom. Okay, getting a feel for this. All right, my second cast. I'm almost done retrieving. Am I supposed to feel the thud? Am I supposed to feel the bump, the hit, the bite? Oh, I just felt a thump. Mr. Pleco swimming away from the bank. All All right, let's go. Let's try that direction. Good cast. That marry the bottom. Mr. Pleco. Not sure if you guys can see it right there. Nope, you can't see it because I can't damn see it on the camera. Oh, forgot to close the bell by hand. Honest mistake. Ooh, I am sweaty. I am sweaty. It's crazy. The other day I was having so many bites down here. I am sweaty. Lots of people walking this morning. Is it too high in the water column? Should it be lower? Like I said, I have it about 15 inches off. Oh my goodness, look at that big ass carp. Wow. That bitch was not an algae eater. That did not have the body of an algae eater. It came up, I pointed at it, and it took off. Had to have been a carp. It's my guess, is a carp. I don't know if you guys can see the fish. I know you definitely saw the boil when it kicked off and ran. Oh, this is a drop shot. It's not a Texas rig. Well, it's a Texas rig drop shot. Ooh, that far, boy. That's a far cast right there, boy. I don't know what kind of fish that was. Must have been a carp. It was big, however. Very, very, very big. 12 pounds at least. It was super round and pretty long. All right, guys, I think this is what, my fifth cast on a drop shot. Doing good. Hold my thing up at about 9 o'clock. Hold my pole at about 9 o'clock, yeah. Oh, I had that super exposure on. I had to touch the screen to rectify that. So I know for a fact you guys did not see that big ass fish because my exposure was too high. All right, I'm tired of the drop shot. I might try it again another time. Nope, wasn't a fish, just something on the bottom. Wow, nothing on the drop shot yet. It's only been 5 casts altogether my entire drop shot career. Yeah, the super fluke sinks as well. All right, I am about to pick back up the just the Texas rig, not the drop shot. Put a sink, put a worm on it. Or put a worm on the drop shot. Put this on the drop shot. But I'm still going to use a Texas rig. Close all of my pockets because, as you see, I don't want the bag to flip over and roll. Oh man, this is what I bought yesterday. I thought I bought a stick bait. I was not paying attention. I thought I bought a stick bait yesterday. Well then, I guess we're gonna have to make do with it. I definitely thought I bought some stick baits. As you can see, my favorite color to use is watermelon red, because that's what my boy told me about a few months ago, and I've been catching fish, and he told me to come here. There's a lizard. Which one should I use, the lizard or the worm? I'm gonna try the lizard. The old lizard. Lizardo. Lizario. I most definitely thought that was a stick bait, so I gotta go back and get stick baits. Or I can just order a pack of 20 online for $6.90. Be here Monday or something. Hopefully I can snatch me a 3-pounder. I've not taken a 3-pounder out of here. Taking one fish that was maybe 7 pounds, 6-7 pounds. My second time fishing here. And since then, I've only at most caught 2.5 pounds. A 2.5-pounder. This is a very short rod. I am 6'4". This rod comes up to center of my chest. Let's see if it has the dimensions on it. It's an ugly stick. Ugly stick, ugly stick. That's all it says, is an ugly stick. Let's see here. 4-pound line, 5 feet. This is a 5-foot rod. My girlfriend bought it to catch bluegill on it, and I have caught 2 bass on it so far. On this here 4-pound line. Drag is set for the hook set. Oh, thought I was gonna come down here and slam today, because I was slaying them the other day. Well, I was getting a lot of bites the other day, I should say. I missed 6 in a row in this exact spot. Alright, let's reel this in. Try out that way. Definitely not as far as a cast as the Super Fluke. Super Fluke is heavier, less flappy thingies for less wind resistance, and it's definitely not casting as far as a drop shot with the teardrop weight on it. I am not getting the bites I thought I would be getting. I might have to cut off the drop shot and switch my heavier line to just a Texas rig. That might be what I do. Oh, I already have the Texas rig tied on. All I have to do is just cut the weight off. Come on, big fish, 4-pound, pick it up. Let's go this round. Periodically check different things on the pole on a fishing rod when you're fishing, or else you'll break off, you'll cast the tip off, you'll get tangled up because there's a nick you didn't notice in the spool. Oh yeah, we got a tough bunch of fish today. I've only caught that one fish and no bites since I've been down in this area. Tough crowd today. And that's how it goes. Sometimes you on them, on fire, burning up, then you come back to that same spot and nothing. Same time on a different day and nothing. After I leave here, I'm heading back to the house. I gotta start cleaning up, doing some laundry, advertising some tattoos, because I want to, my goal is 10,000 this month on tattoos. I am using a super finesse rig. Oh, that was a hook set. And he got off. Wow, he got off. Let me check. I didn't drive the hook into him properly. Wow, just saying man, was what it sounded like when I hook set him. But I guess I didn't drive the hook straight through him. Probably because I'm worried about not breaking the line. Can't be worried about that. But that was a bite. He got off. It was most definitely a bite. I felt the tug. I hook set him. He was still on. I reeled him in closer. He swam around, opened his mouth, and got off. That's gonna happen. If you're fishing, that's gonna happen. You are not gonna catch 100% of the fish that you get bit on. Sometimes you might, if you get like 3 or 4 bites, 2 bites, 1 bite, you might catch all of them. But that was my second bite, confirmed bite, because the others might have just been grass that I was pulling across. That was my second confirmed bite. So I'm gonna have to. All right, so next time I gotta drive that hook set. Come on, let's practice that hook set. Oh, yeah, let's practice your hook set, my boy. Because we can't keep losing fish because of bad hook sets. Come on, practice that hook set. Close the bail. You're reeling in slow. You feel thump, thump. Yeah, let's practice that baseball swing. Reeling in, feel the thump. All right. Let's practice that baseball swing. Got my drag. Not too tight to break the line if I give it too much of a hook set. Let's practice one more time. Hook set, baby. Dun, 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 minding my business. Fishing. Thump, thump. Oh, that's a fish. Let me let him eat it real quick. Oh, hook set, bitch. What part of the video is that in? 34 minutes into the video. Remind myself, 34 minutes into the video was my hook set song and dance. And that was a lizard I got that bite on. 30 minutes into the video, I made my hook set song and dance. Sometimes you have to reposition where the line fell. You don't want the line to drag across a path where you don't want your bait to go. So you gotta reposition that. Let's try my hook set on the opposite arm. On my pull arm. Dun 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 dun. Hook set time. Let's go. You are silly, my man. I am going to move because I'm not having the bites I thought I would in this area. I've only had one bite so far. Its name is Larry. Larry did not want to get hooked. He let the fish go. Oh yeah, there we go. Hook set that fuck nigga. Oh, drag. Turn the drag on. This is a very light line. Turn the drag on. Oh, that's too loose. Ooh, he is good size. He jumped. That was a hook set if I ever seen one. Oh, it's big. It's a, oh, gotta have the drag on this one. Let him tire himself out. Fuck that. This thing is huge. I'm gonna crouch down and grab him out. Oh, this one's on the lizard. This is a big one. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to step in the water and all that shit for this guy. I don't give a fuck. Let him tire himself out. Drag. Oh, drag. Yeah, boy, that drag loose. You gonna let him keep tiring himself out. I don't give. You gonna pull him in on the drag, let him tire himself out. Let him tire himself out. This is how I should have fought that fish yesterday. Hella drag. Well, I loosened that drag up. So you gotta, I watched the video on drag yesterday as well. He's hooked. He's most definitely hooked. Oh, he's taking drag. He's pulling drag. Oh, he's pulling. Let him tire himself out. That is a big one. On the 4 pound. Oh, drag's too tight. Loosen that drag. It's too tight. I'm gonna have to go in the water. I'm going in the water for this. Fuck that. I'm going in the water, taking off my shoes. One of my shoes is already wet. I stepped in the water with it already. It's a big one. I don't know if you guys saw those jumps, but it's big. Oh, I hook set the fuck out of his ass. Oh, that was a good hook set. I had the drag set to not too loose, but loose enough to where I wouldn't pop the line on the hook set. And then, as soon as I felt him fighting, come on, guy, I'm getting you in here. You are not getting off. You are staying in the water. Oh, drag. Come on. You're close. He's right there. He's right there. Oh, come on. 6 pound. 6 pound right there. Yes, finally hooked into another big one. Come on. Let me walk the line up. Yeah, fuck you. I got you, my boy. Oh, you need 2 hands with this guy. 2 hands. Oh! I brought him in on a 4 pound line. 4 pound line. Yeah, and I got a scale. This is the biggest fish. Oh my goodness, look how he's hooked. He is barely hooked. He is hooked by like a skin. He is hooked by like just some sliver of skin in his mouth. Look at that. He's only hooked by a sliver of skin. I caught this guy on a 4 pound. You know how, oh man, my fishing game just improved so much. I watched 1 video on how to use drag. 2 videos on how to use drag. Look at how he's hooked, guys. Look at that. He's barely hooked. He's just hooked by some skin in his mouth. Only skin he's hooked by. He could have ripped that skin at any moment. Let me put him in the water. Take the hook out. Oh, look at that. The hook just fell out. And that's why you got to keep the tension on them, because the hook just falls out if they're not hooked properly. And let me hold this guy. Oh my goodness, that's a big one. That's the big one I've been trying to get. It's not as big as that other one because my fist fit in its mouth. but it's pretty fucking big. The other one, my entire fist fit in his mouth. And this one came up shallow too. Oh yeah. Look at that guy. Oh my goodness. Probably the size of the one that popped me off yesterday. Oh, I fought this guy good, drag and all. I fought this guy with a drag, my boy. Look at that. The fish, the pole, 4-pound test, 5-foot, super light pole. I stepped in the water. I took my shoes off. I was not letting this one get off like I did those other big ones. All right, let's get a scale on him. Let's get him on a scale. Let's get a weight on him. Oh yeah. This thing is a little heavy. Not as big as that first big one I caught out of here. Because that guy fit my entire fist in his mouth. This one isn't big enough to fit my fist in his mouth. .84. This thing is so fucking big, yet, let's see here. It's bigger than that one I caught in Atlanta. That was 4.9 ounces. I need to translate that. 4.84 is how much into ounces. That's more than 3/4 for certain. That's more than 3/4. All right, let's get this guy back in the water. Now, put the scale up. Let's get him back in. Oh, he's big. 4.84. That's almost 5 pounds. 5 pounds. Like, look at this guy. That's almost 5 pounds. This thing is huge. All right, put him back in the water a little bit. This is all getting uncut. I'm gonna chop it up into videos, but I'm most definitely putting this as an uncut. Oh, she's tired. Oh, some minnows right here in front of me. This is most certainly just getting posted on YouTube as an uncut. I'm not cutting the fuck thing. Biggest fish I've put on a scale. I weighed a 4 pounds 9 ouncer. His stomach is empty. There's nothing in the stomach. If it was something in the stomach, it would definitely be heavier. This thing is huge. All right. Gotta keep it in the water in order to do all of the to keep it revived, keep life on it. Scale, close the mouth. .21.5 inches. It's 21.5 inches. All right, 21.5 inches. Well, I can go home right now because I don't think I'm catching anything bigger than this today, here, right now. Oh, she's tired.
Oh, there you go, big girl.
Oh, now that I'm looking at this fish, that big fish that was here might have been a bass, because now that looks just like how that other fish looked. That looks just like how that other fish looked now that I'm looking at it up close on top view. That was a huge ass bass, and it was here, and I spooked it and it ran this direction. I just caught this guy off of the bank over there. So that was that fish. Still swimming on the top, hasn't kicked off and hauled ass yet. All right, I kept dipping her back in the water, holding her in the water. She's still on the top here. Well, good thing there aren't any alligators in here to come grab her up while she's recovering. Hopefully that shit ain't finna die. Definitely kept putting her in the water. She is upright. She's in the water and she's upright. This water feels good. That's the fish that was here. It looks like it. Now that I put it in the water, I'm like, that's it. What I said, a 12-pounder. That was luck. That was pure luck. A big fish was up heavy. Dang, that other fish was even bigger than this one, because I fit my mouth in its, I fit my hand in its mouth. This one, I couldn't put my hand in its mouth. I'm still learning. Look, she's right there just cruising along the top. I'm tired, fish is tired. I should have held it here a while longer. Oh, there it is. It's about to kick off, it's kicking off. It's kicking more violently now. Yeah, it's definitely kicking more violently. It's regaining its strength, kicking more violently. I want to see this one. I want to see it splash off and take off into the water. I'm tired, so I guess, of course, it's tired as well. So that means I need to have my scale already in my pocket so that I don't waste time going to look for the scale. All right, there it is. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone now. It took off. So make sure I have my scale in my pocket. I kept dipping her in the water and holding her in the water. No, this is all a learning experience.